nods, and he starts pouring 7 glasses of whiskey. And as soon as the first glass is ready, the man starts chugging it down, 1 glass after the other. Bartender is dumbfounded. He asks the man, "Why are you drinking so fast?" And the man says, "Well, you would do the same as me if you had what I have." And he said, "Well, chugging down the last glass of whiskey." And the bartender says, "So what do you have?" And the man said, "No money," and he ran away. Ain't got no money. Ready, bro. Ran away. So with that, we're going to hand things off to Boston. So Boston, what do you got for us? And you don't have to come up to the stage. We understand you have a hard time. You could just tell the joke from where you're sitting.
Yeah, from last Sunday, my driver ran his first iRacing on Facebook. He did pretty good. Harvard did pretty good. He did pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, now that's funny that he brings that up. He brings it up because I got to tell you something. I was watching this last weekend. There is a website called iRacing that is hosting both NASCAR and Formula One racing. And what I get a kick out of is watching these veteran players go out of their fucking minds trying to deal with a virtual reality they have no familiarity with whatsoever. Like some of them literally showed up that day to play this game where they were so they have no experience with this. I mean, they may be the best drivers in the world, but you have to practice. Like if you ever played any virtual racing or any video game, you know that you take some time to get used to it. So these poor guys are just wrecking all over the place. And by the way, when you wreck in a video game, it's nothing like real life where, you spin out. It's like these cars are going up like 3 miles up in the air, because they're wrecking at full speed. Oh, but it's fun. It is fun. It is interesting, watch these poor guys. And by the way, some of these guys have already been virtual racing for years now. And despite the fact that they're not stars in real NASCAR, they usually get like low placings. They are just totally taking over. And last weekend, the guy that actually designed the game, who put all this together, the one who invented it in the first place, he was invited to play. So so it's a different skill set. It's like all the programmers and gamers and stuff like that, and the professionals are just trying to adjust to it. They could be part of it. I think it's pretty brilliant because, by the way, I was watching this for 10 minutes before I realized no one in the stands is moving. No one's waving, no one's moving. What the hell? Oh, it's a video game. Because, God damn, it was real. It was very real. All right, I'm going to do a couple more jokes, and then we're going to hand things off to another comedian. So what do I have here? I have, what do robots do after sex? After sex. This would be a good one for, what's that obnoxious robot from Futurama? Bender. Yeah, that would be a good joke for him. What does a robot do after sex? He nuts and bolts.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, Boston brought up something here that I wanted to tell you about. While these people are iRacing, but, they can talk through their headsets. And they're used to talking through their headsets all the time because, they have the headset built into their helmet and they're talking to their pitmaster. Except these days, they're talking to everybody else who's playing, and they're not used to that. And some of them let a few things slip here and there where they let a little foul language, like what happened with Kyle Larson last weekend, and he wound up getting fired. Ooh. Oopsie. Yeah, some trash talking, especially if it's being aired on live television, might want to learn how to back off on that just a wee bit. There's children out there. I'm grateful there's no children in here. Thanks for changing. Why not?
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. Now, one more joke. This one is about a guy who goes to the doctor for a checkup. Oh, no. And he gets bad news. Oh, no. Bad news. You've got a rare disease, said the doctor, and you only got 6 months to live. And the patient is incredulous, and he tells the doctor, he wants to get a second opinion. So he goes to another doctor. A few days later, after a battery of tests, the doctor gives him the same bad news. And the patient is in shock, right? And he asks if there's anything he can do. And the doctor says, well, can I give you some non-medical advice? It's, sure, doctor, anything, I'm desperate. The doctor asks, are you religious? And the guy said, no, not at all. And the doctor says, well, listen, I encourage you to join the Mormon church. Go to every service. Get involved in every group and small organization. you can completely immerse yourself into that religion. And I mean every aspect of you can, like when you going out knocking on doors and stuff like that. The patient said, will that extend my life? The doctor said, no, but I swear to God, it's going to be the longest 6 months you ever lived.
That's a prime example right there. Who carries a Prim Baby in their inventory? That's pretty
All over the
funny.
place. Take that.
I love it.
Yeah, do that once more for the camera. No, do that Prim Baby bit
Crash?
once more for the camera.
I think he crashed.
Nope, he's there now. He's
No,
gonna
he
do
didn't
it.
crash. He's got one baby.
Yeah.
There he's kicking it.
There, he
Kick the
kicked it.
baby.
Yeah.